Hey everyone, welcome to Raine's Reveals, where I share some helpful tips or information with you that can enhance your life. Today we are going to talk about diet and weight loss because I see it all over. I get tons of questions about it, so I figured that I would talk a little bit about things that I know that work for me, that I've seen have worked for other people, and things like that. So for those of you that don't know, a few years ago I lost over 100 pounds, and I lost the weight within a year, and I've since kept it off. So it wasn't where I lost the weight and I haven't been able to maintain it, or it hasn't been long enough for me to be able to maintain it. I am maintaining. And it's a conscious effort, but when you do certain things, it makes it not that hard. So, one of the things, and I'm going to try not to jump all around, and I'm going to try not to rant about some things today, so we'll see how that goes. But one of the things that I definitely want to talk about is portion sizes, and just how out of control they have gotten, and how the norm is to stuff yourself. So I grabbed a couple of plates that we use every day, and we use China. So, because I'm a firm believer in not saving the nice things that you have for later, but that's a completely different topic and one that I will talk about later. So, as you can see, this is where the food goes, and it's quite a bit smaller than more modern plates and things like that. It's a lot easier to be mindful of portion control and kind of see exactly how much you really should be eating at a meal when you're using something like that. Plus, they're really pretty, so I'm a big advocate of people using nice things, especially things that also help with healthy habits and things like that. So another thing that I see a lot is all of the fake food and snacks. And I can tell you that when I cut out alcohol and processed foods, the weight dropped off. It was almost zero effort. When you say, and real foods, I'm not saying diet foods, I'm not saying low calorie, I'm not saying sugar free, I'm not saying any of that. Real foods. And it can be real butter, and it can be real things, but real food. Processed food is such a downfall. It does not react to your body the same way that real food does. It causes issue. It causes weight gain. You're not realizing how much you're eating. It's specifically designed to not give you the full signals and things that you need. So real food is key. Real food portions are key. And things like, you know, everybody says it, everybody says, oh, make sure you're eating your fruits and vegetables, but really make sure you're eating your fruits and vegetables. If you eat meat, eat it sparingly. I'm not advocating that anybody become a vegan who doesn't want to, or that's not where they are in their life, but vegetables are key. And fruits, you get so many nutrients out of fruits as well. Those are key, and real food, those are the things that are going to matter. And when you're eating those foods, they can be very filling as well, and you can eat them in abundance. You should still watch your portion controls, because even if you're eating something that is extremely low calorie, if you're eating a ton of it, you're still stretching out your stomach. So at the next meal, you're going to feel full. You're going to feel hungry even when you've eaten plenty. So that's something to keep in mind too. A lot of people, they're like, well, I'll binge out on popcorn because it has low calories. And it's fine to eat popcorn. I'm not saying that it's not. But when you're eating a huge portion of something because it has, you know, next to nothing with the calories, you're still stretching your stomach. You're still going to feel hunger signals because of stretching out your stomach even when you've eaten an adequate amount. So those are things to keep in mind too. Real food is really just where it's at. Those are the things that make the difference. So, and making sure that you get plenty of, you know, the nutrients in that you need to get through things like fruits and vegetables, which I know everybody gets tired of hearing, but it's the truth. So another thing I want to touch on that I see all the time is all of the weight loss supplements and the workout supplements, but that's for a different day too. I'm not talking about working out today. And I'm not saying that they don't have a place. I'm saying that when you feel like you have to buy a whole bunch of expensive supplements to be able to lose weight, that you don't. So save your money. Sometimes we reach plateaus and we feel like we need to buy something to get us past that plateau. Hey! Here's something that I would just implore everybody to think about. When you lose weight and then you hit a plateau, that can be your body adjusting to that new weight before it gets ready to lose more weight. Your body is designed to do things a specific way so that it can do them in the healthiest way. So when you hit a plateau, don't immediately start going and trying to get, you know, metabolism boosters and things like that. I'm not saying that they don't have a place, but I'm saying that most of us who are just trying to be healthier and not doing something for some specific competition probably don't need things like that. And you need to think about the long-term effects of things like that. Look at everything, how you eat, supplements that you take, everything like that. Is it sustainable long-term? Is this something that's going to damage the way that your body works long-term? Is it something that you're going to have to be dependent on? Well, I'm glad then. Thank you, Tamara. I'm glad. It's been on my mind so much lately, so I felt like we needed to have a chat about it. Because I see so many people and they feel like, oh, I have to go buy this and this and this. And you're going to be dependent on it, possibly. You need to be aware of the things. Your body is designed to do amazing things all on its own. You can build muscle without having to have a ton of supplements to do it. You can lose weight without having to have a ton of supplements to do it. So many people ask me how I lost over 100 pounds. After I lost it, everybody was like, oh, what did you do? What was the diet that you did? What was the supplements that you took? I eat fruits and vegetables. I cut back on portion sizes. And after I had gotten some of the weight down and I had energy, I started exercising. And that's what I did. There was no magic fad diet that I was doing or super pill that I took that did it. It was just being healthier and then my body becoming healthier. And that was it. So those are things to keep in mind. There are certain diets that people do, and I'm not in any way saying that they're bad. I'm just saying if you're doing something that you could not see being sustainable long term, maybe do a little more research about that. If it's something that's changing the way that your body functions, think about that. So you want things that are sustainable, or you're going to gain the weight right back. You're going to be unhealthy no matter what you do. So you want to do sustainable, healthy things. Yep, so that's another point that I wanted to touch on. At night, if you notice that you're hungry a lot at night, and I don't know, Tamara, if you're talking about at night, but I'm going to touch on throughout the day too. If you find that you're hungry at night, generally that's a cue from your body that either you need to eat if you're going to stay awake, or you probably should go ahead and go to bed. So listen to your body and follow the cues accordingly. And a lot of times we can get in the habit of snacking and things like that throughout the day. One thing that I believe is that by the time mealtime comes around, you should be hungry. You should be ready to eat that meal. And I think so many of us as a society have kind of adopted this mindset that we should never be hungry. And it's okay to be a little hungry. You shouldn't be starving yourself, but especially if you or somebody you know is preparing this meal for you, you want to be hungry, you want to be able to appreciate it, you want to be present in the moment while you're eating it. you want your body to be prepared to, you know, receive this hopefully healthy meal that you're about to eat. So all of these things lead up to being a little hungry, and it's uncomfortable at first, but after a while it gets to the point where it's not, and it's just kind of part of the ebb and flow of the day. Again, I'm not advocating anybody starve themselves. I'm just saying that it's okay to be a little hungry, and society has kind of said no, snack, 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 and that's the culture of everything that's thrown at us, all the advertisements, everything else. But you notice that you start to feel a whole lot better when you cut out snacks. I would say at most maybe have a late afternoon snack to get you through until dinner. But other than that, when you stop snacking, you start feeling a whole lot better, and you start feeling more prepared for the meals that are sustaining you, that you want to, you know, have the main focus on anyway. I hear something inside. Let me go check it really quick. I'll be right back. We are good to go. So, when you sit down to eat your meal, I'm a big advocate of that as well. Sitting down, not eating on the run, things like that. When you sit down to eat your meal and you're present, we do not have cell phones at the table. We don't have the TV going at the table. We don't have things like that. When you're present at the moment, when you're sitting there enjoying your food, if you're by yourself, truly being in the moment, if you're with family and friends, enjoying the atmosphere around you, the conversation, enjoying the meal itself, how it was prepared, everything. Like I said, we use china. I like the portion sizes. I love the pretty plates. We use cloth napkins. It makes sense. They're reusable. They're beautiful. They add another element to the meal. And none of these things are stuffy. They're just, mealtime should be looked at as the important thing that it is, the time of, you know, breaking bread and things like that. And when you start to look at it that way, and you start to look at it as this important part of the day, you respect it as such. You want to be a little hungry for it. You want to watch your portion sizes. You want to taste your food. So you're not sitting in front of the TV, and we've all been guilty, me included, of sitting in front of the TV, and then before you know it, you've eaten your dinner. You don't really remember eating it. You don't really even feel like you've eaten. And you didn't taste anything. You didn't have a conversation. You weren't in the moment. And these are the things that easily add up to weight gain. And I can say that from experience, because I did not get to the point that I was at by not sitting in front of the TV eating. Like, it was a very bad habit that I had, and it caught up to me big time at the time. Before I knew it, I was, you know, very overweight, no energy at all to do anything. My quality of life just wasn't where it is now. So it makes a difference to be present, and it makes a difference to just have that time. Even if it's you, even if it's just you, you are worth it. You are worth having that time to yourself, to sit at the table and have the table however it matters to you, and to enjoy the meal no matter what it is that you're eating. Even if it's takeout, you can still put it on a nice plate and respect it. So, you know, it's okay to do these things and to still appreciate what you're doing and being in the moment. And when you realize that you start to do things like honor meal times and being in the moment, you start to honor your body and what you're putting in it. When you know that you're going to sit down and really enjoy your meal and be present in it and taste it, you tend to want to go for the real things, the real food, the real meals and things like that. So you see a domino effect of these things. So without me, you know, trying to like beat a dead horse or anything here, just to kind of sum up portion sizes, again, I'm just going to show you 2 plates that we use. The part in the middle is where the food goes. So portion sizes, even if you're not eating off of these types of plates, your food surface should not be huge. Real food always, and you know, you can make a lot of great snacks, even, you know, if you feel you need a snack. So like even half of an apple and some peanut butter is a great snack. Bananas, different, you know, celery and things like this. Absolutely, and I'm here to help. Any questions you have, feel free to PM me, because I could probably talk about this all day long, but I'm trying to not take up too much of your afternoon. But just, you know, and please, please, please don't feel that you have to go out and buy all of these different things to lose weight or to be healthy. If your goal isn't losing weight and it's just being healthy, like, we all need vitamins and things like that. I'm a believer of probiotics and things of that nature, but you don't have to. If you need something to have the energy throughout the day, you could very well become dependent on it. And if you need something to boost your metabolism, you could very well become dependent on it. And you know, the same goes for everything else. And you don't have to go broke to be healthy. So, like I said, any questions you have, feel free to comment. I'll be happy to ask them. I will share this over on YouTube as well. So if any of you are over there, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, because there will definitely be more videos like this as well. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, and thank you for your comments, Tamara. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'd love to hear from you soon.